Cup, obviously, is the blue ribbon event, and people love the cup, the whole atmosphere, and there's other ancillary competitions, but basically it's the Premiership and the Irish Cup.
Yeah.
Who would you fancy as the team that might make a bit of an impression in the Irish Cup this season
I
coming?
think that, again, there's your Crusaders have not been the dominant force in the cups that they are in the league. The big one is the league, of course, but you're right, the Irish Cup's the next biggest prize up there. I think you could look at the outsiders maybe being Ballymena United, Coleraine, Glenavon, and perhaps Cliftonville. You know, I think that you don't necessarily, because the league is a marathon, Adrian, we all know that. The cup is a sprint. It's over a few games, 4 or 5 games. I won 2 Irish Cups, and I think we played 5 games to 1 each of them. So it's not like a league.
So every time we do this, you talk about you winning the Irish Cup. You just keep telling people all the time as to how good you were. You know, I have seen you. You were deceptively slow when you were dirty. Tell the truth.
Oh, I wasn't dirty. No. I just didn't pick any prisoners. I wouldn't even get down the tunnel nowadays. The game has changed that much. But I'm being serious because I'm only using my own experience here. In '75, we won the Irish Cup with a great team at Coleraine. Great team, best team I ever played in. We won it again in '77 in a poor team. Yet we won the Irish Cup, and we beat Linfield 4-1.
Need a wee bit of luck along the way with a cup competition.
Correct. And you don't necessarily have to be the best team in the league to win a cup. It's on the day, cups are knockout. If you play well on that day and perhaps the favourites you're up against don't have a great day, you can beat them. I remember us going to play Linfield in the final in '77, beat them 4-1, and we were massive underdogs. And just when we're on the subject of me, I scored that day as well. But anyhow, we'll move on quickly. But that was proof to me, and I'm never embarrassed to say it. That Coleraine team that beat Linfield in '77 4-1 was probably one of the worst Coleraine teams I ever played in. Yet they won the cup final that day 4-1. So, if we're talking about the cup, there's no reason why Glenavon can't win it. There's no reason why Cliftonville can't win it. Ballymena, Coleraine, those type of teams I think can win the cup. I wouldn't go any further than that. I would say then, if you're looking beyond those 4, you're looking at either Crusaders or Linfield. But if we're looking for a good bet in McLean's, look at Glenavon, Ballymena, or Coleraine, or Cliftonville.
Okay. We're nearly finished, Liam, too, and I want to say to you, too, that we've covered a lot of games this season already for Radio Ulster. I've certainly have enjoyed them. I think the standard is well worth watching. I've watched Premiership in England, and some of the matches have been downright boring. They've been
couldn't agree more.
Complete mess. And yet I've gone to the Irish League, and I have to say, hand on heart, I haven't seen a bad match all season.
Neither have I. Did a game there the other Saturday, and you know this, it was the best game. The palms of my hands were sweating on the result at the finish, and I don't know how the two managers felt. Yet I could go home and sit down maybe in the Monday night for the Monday night soccer game, get a big mug of tea, shut the door, tell everybody I'm not there, leave me alone to watch it, and within 10 minutes I'm changing channels. I find it boring. They're overpaid. Prima donnas now in English League football. I think it's a false game now in England. And I get so browned off starting to watch it. And I think, get along to your Saturday games in Irish League. There's a lot more value for money for a tenner to get in. Get along to your Irish League games, enjoy it, support your local teams, support your local clubs, and watch it improve. You're right, I think the standard's good. The crowds are starting to come back. The stats show that attendances are on the up. So I think you get really good value for money. You get honest to goodness football, bit of cut and thrust. You're not allowed to maybe tackle as hard as you used to be, but I think it's still a good product, and I thoroughly enjoy it.